Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, we're doing a full glam. I know there are a lot of new product to review, but sometimes I really just like to play with makeup. So today it's really just about playing with makeup. Obviously, it's going to be a tutorial, a step-by-step full glam makeup, but full glam doesn't mean that it needs to take 2 hours to create. So I'm kind of putting my own twist into a full glam, but you can do fairly quickly. If you guys have been following my channel, you know I'm a mom, I do work full-time and a content creator as well. So time is a luxury, but I do like to take some of my precious time to do my makeup in the day, whether it's early morning or a little bit later in the day. I always take some time just to do my makeup. So I want to show you guys that it is actually possible to have some sort of a glam on. And I mean, not talking about the red carpet glam here, but something that you can do on a daily basis, still look your best and manage to have a life and time for yourself. So I'm going to stop the talking, start applying the makeup, and I'm going to go with my absolutely loving this base. It is the Forever Glow Star filter from Dior. Not a new product, but oh my god, how beautiful is this product? I would dare to say it has probably become the favorite over the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, if I am not mistaken. I think that's the name. And I just tapped myself here with my tweezers. So it is not a zit or anything. I've literally just stabbed myself. This is what I'm using as my primer. It just gives a really nice glow. It's great on any skin type, and it's gonna make your foundation really grip onto your skin. It doesn't peel, it stays in place. It's absolutely gorgeous, and look at the glow, my friends. Foundation, oops, I forgot to put my ring back. Foundation, we are using the YSL All Hours in the Matte Luminous finish, and I am mixing 2 shades. I have light neutral 8 and medium neutral 4. I will make sure that all the product that I'm using on today's video are down in the comments, pin in a comment. And so I'm going for like not quite a complete matte foundation look, but something a little bit more velvety that has, a little something. And I'm gonna go like this. Make sure that my brush is completely saturated. And we will still see the glow coming through the foundation because this has a medium coverage and it's absolutely beautiful. I am loving this foundation lately. It's not new, it's been around for a while, but so good. And it's the kind of foundation that once you've placed it, you don't have to play with it for, you just leave it there. It sets completely. It's never peeled or done anything weird onto my face. And look at this. It's got a very good medium coverage, but I still see where I've stabbed myself. So I guess it's not a full coverage. And the color match is on point. Concealer, I'm going for something that is super creamy, super long lasting, very comfortable, and is the Dior Skin Forever and the Skin Correct. And I'm using shade 1.5 neutral. And it's got a big applicator, so this is great if you want to use it as well in other areas onto your face. I'm gonna go like this and then just add a little bit here to brighten some areas onto my face. And I've got a mini puff, powder puff, but this is a silicone powder puff, and I'm going to smudge my concealer with it, just like this. And it gives a beautiful, flawless finish. You could have equally used a mini beauty blender, really up to you. So we're adding some definition down here and then just a little bit of brightness in here. So when you're doing a full glam, a step that is non-negotiable, it's to contour your face. The full glam, by definition, you need to have that chisel look a little bit. The eyes, I think if you're going for something a little bit more smoky, you can get that done fairly quickly, but I think where you need to spend a little bit more time is really your complexion. So I'm going to contour my nose with my Shape Lifter pen from Morphe, and this is shade Enhance, and I'm coming here down and then here as well, and we're gonna blend it. Take my brush like this, and I'm coming here as well, all the way up. I'm just literally following a bone structure, but it makes a massive difference onto your makeup look, like this. For my cheeks, I'm going to use my Dior stick, and I'm gonna go with shade 03 Medium, like this, and I'm gonna use my same brush as my foundation and just placing it like this. Voila. See the difference, how it makes, and there is no harsh line. I've got a weird spot here, there we go. It's very soft, but it's very defining your structure. So same thing here, not too much. And I could have used my Westman Atelier contour stick, but I prefer to use the Dior on today because I have the All Hour foundation that is a matte luminous foundation, and the Westman Atelier contour stick is a little bit more dry, whereas this one has more of a creamy finish and it applies better on a matte foundation when it's a little bit more creamy. So I'm not scared of, you know, altering or moving the foundation under. There's no drag, it just melts onto the skin. It is looking pretty good. So we're gonna add just a little bit here, 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 and here. Not too much. Same brush. And of course, I've been influenced to do a full glam because I saw on Instagram, King Kylie is back with her lip kit. And I was like, oh my God, the full glam is back with a matte lipstick. And I am so here for it. Big highlighter, big matte lipstick. But you know what? I think it's going to be like a version 2.0. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Something a little bit more classy, chic, and for me, it's a big, big yes. For my blush, I'm going to use two different blushes, two different shades. I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and I have shade 62 and 53. I'm going to go with shade 53, and these were sent to me PR. I think last year, I am not mistaken, like this, and then here. And I'm gonna go quite large with this shade, the lightest shade, and you'll see, we're gonna build kind of a halo. So we're gonna go large like this. And again, this blush, oh my God, it's like, it's got a oil to cream finish. It is absolutely stunning. stays in place super long, but it's so easy to work with. It's never done anything bad to my makeup under. And I'm using the same brush, I've just cleaned it in between. And then with the other shade, the darker shade 62, I'm coming here in the middle. And I'm just gonna keep it in the center of the cheek. It's not very equal, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna place it and play with it. So I'm gonna keep the area, like the wider cheek, lighter. And I'm making sure the darker blush is really just in the middle. I've got some fluff, there we go, like this. Let's powder the face, and I'm going to use my Givenchy Prisme Libre. Oop. Making sure there is no crease. And like this. Voila, under eye is set, and then we're gonna powder the rest of the face. And to do so, I'm gonna go with my Guerlain. This is the Powder Gold Skin Diamond Powder, and I have a big powder puff here. So you could use a loose brush and just use it as, you know, all over your face. But because I'm going for full glam, I'm gonna really properly set my face, and then I'm gonna use my setting spray from Dalva and kind of revive the skin like this. You'll see, it's going to give you the most nicest, I know you can't say this, but anyway, I'm gonna say it anyway. The most nicest finished. The most nicest finish. And then here, I'm gonna come over onto the cheeks, nose, everywhere. How does that look? Pretty good, pretty good. And I'm gonna use my Gucci powder, just a little bit, just to really blur certain areas. Like this, mainly the T-zone. See how flawless the face looks? I mean, come on. For the eyes, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, you'll see, and it's going to be very easy for you to recreate at home. I'm gonna use an eye stylo. So this is from Chanel. I really like this one, particularly this one. It is the Stylo Ombre Contour. So it is a eyeshadow liner kohl, and I'm using shade Taupe Fumé that was part of the Camellia Futura collection. And I'm gonna come all over the mobile eyelid and just all over like this, and I'm going to shear it out. And you have to be a little bit quick because it does dry and set. And you come all the way. And so by using a pen, there is no risk of having any powder that falls out under. So you're not gonna affect your makeup. Like this. And naturally, because I've applied quite low on the mobile eyelid, it is darker on the mobile eyelid, and that's exactly what we want. So now I'm gonna come back and really add a second layer. And that's where I am focusing on having the shade darker. I'm still gonna smudge it out, but I'm keeping it a little bit darker down here. I'm going to take my same pen and come under at the base of the eyelashes, like this. And with my same brush, I'm just gonna place it like this. Kind of making an awkward face there, but it's a bit like applying a mascara. It's never really a good look. So like this. And I'm gonna do the same thing onto the other eye. Now I'm going to take a beige eyeliner, and I'm using the one from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm gonna place it onto the waterline here. And you can use any beige pen as long as it's not white. It has to be beige. This. And what I like to do and cheat a little bit, you're gonna take your pen and just come out here just a little bit. And you're just gonna, you know, go like this. And you're kind of opening and creating a big eye illusion. Like this. Same on this side. See, I'm coming, you know, in between where the top and the bottom meets. You just place your pen here and you kind of just draw a little bit of a line. Like this. You just gotta trust the process. Now I'm gonna take my Slow Burn eyeshadow duo from Patrickta, and is, yeah, Slow Burn, and I'm gonna take the burgundy shade here, go with my finger and apply just down here, because, you know, we're going all in. Just like this, we're staying on the mobile eyelid. But look at how nice this is. Eyes are done, and look at this. Is it not just, it's glam. It's really glam. So I added a line of black liquid eyeliner. You could totally skip it. It just depends on how much time you have. If you have a little bit more time, go for it. I think it does make a difference. It does make your lash look a little bit fuller and thicker. And it also adds a little bit more of even of that glam. You could really go crazy and have a super long wing. Not necessarily my thing, but I think it does add a little something. And you really see what I mean now with the beige eyeliner. You just kind of have that, you know, opening, and it elongates your eye. Now we need to finish the complexion. We're nearly there. We need to add a little bit of bronzer. I want to top up the blush, and then finishing powder, setting spray, lips, and we are done. Bronzer, I'm going with Makeup by Mario, because this bronzer is a real bronzy bronzer. It's a really nice soft powder. It gives you that airbrush finish. It's not blurring, so if you want something blurry, you're gonna go for Dior. But Dior gives you a little bit more of that couture finish, where today I think we're going in a different direction, and I want something that has more of that bronzy effect. And I am using my brush from Patrickta. This is for face number 3. And I am obsessed with the Patrickta brushes. I think they are absolutely beautiful. They work really nice. They clean really nicely, very easily. And look at this bronzer. And I'm gonna come just a little bit here, equally here. It's really just whatever is left. And then here, mainly under. We still wanna define a little bit the jawline. This. Now with a little bit of loose powder, we're gonna come back and just add a little bit of definition just down here, and same here, like this. We're gonna leave it there just for now. For my blush, I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood and Look in an Instant, and I'm gonna use the cheek powder, the one that has the shimmer in it. And I'm gonna come just over here. It's gonna add the most beautiful reflection without necessarily changing the color. It's not quite a highlighter. It just gives you, look at this reflection. Gorgeous. And I'm gonna dust off the powder. This. For my highlighter, obviously I'm gonna add some highlighter. And I'm going to use the Dior Backstage Face Palette in the shade Universal Glow because I think it's one of the best palettes you can have. This is the new formula. And honestly, guys, I absolutely love it. I think it's a stunning palette. So a little bit on the bridge of the nose, just here on the tip, not too much. This. And then I'm gonna take this, the white shade, and then just come here. We are nearly there, nearly there. Lips, I'm gonna use my lip liners. Well, this is a multi-use pencil, to be honest. And I've got shade Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever. It is the artist pencil. And just overlining my lips. Right, lips, and then I just, you know, kind of smudge it a little bit. And now I'm gonna use my lipstick from MAC in its shade Honey Love Matte Lipstick. It's I mean, I don't think you can get any better than a matte MAC lipstick. And I'm going to add just a touch of pink onto the lips in the center. So I'm going to take a Prada lipstick. This is shade B108 in the Prada Monochrome. And just here in the center, like this. Finishing touch, I'm adding my spray from Dalba. This is the first spray serum. I know some of you are using it. It is the most beautiful spray. And now look at how my skin is matte, but it's got that most beautiful, soft, velvet soft finish. This, guys, this is the final look. I mean, don't tell me this is not glam. Yeah, it's clearly a full glam. I don't think we can even consider it as a soft glam. I think it's a full glam. But seriously, I don't think I've used that many product, and I've used very little makeup brushes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only used 5 makeup brushes. So seriously, I'm telling you, if you want to recreate this look at home, it is totally possible to do it in like 30 minutes. Obviously, when I do it on the camera, I'm explaining to you what I'm doing, so it takes me a little bit longer. But if I were just to do my makeup and not talk, which is quite hard for me, I think I just like to talk. And it is funny because, well, I know I'm going far from the topic now, but I'm at home, I work from home, and I'm with baby girl during the day, even though she goes to the creche every now and then. She sleeps in the afternoon, but it's mainly me, her, and the 4 animals. I obviously don't get to use all of my words. And even if I'm on calls a lot, on meetings, team meetings, whatever, I speak quite a lot during the day, but I don't think I'm actually using all of my words. And sometimes my husband, when he comes back home at night, he's like, oh, you need to talk, you haven't used all of your words. And I know the poor man, he's tired, he's he travels a lot. He's quite senior in his job. And I know sometimes he's just like, he doesn't want to talk. So I'm like, you just sit down. I just need to use my words, but you just sit down and you don't even have to listen, to be honest. Sometimes you just need to get it out. And I talk about the most random stuff, like some things that I've seen online, on the TV, whatever, the neighbor, and I don't know. I think I'm a talker. And I don't think I've ever realized until the working from home has changed a lot, and I absolutely love it. I don't think I would ever go back to being in an office 5 days a week, and I'm quite happy. I do have the luxury of being able to work from home all the time, and I'm quite happy. But I think I have realized a lot with, not having that interaction that I'm now, I take baby girl to the crash and it's at the gym, so I get to see the other moms, and I think that's how I get my social time per se, or going for a coffee and stuff. Anyway, so see how it's easy for me to just talk and get excited with many topics, including makeup. That is it for me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the tutorial with this full glam. This is definitely not a soft glam. It is a full glam, but it's a quick full glam. And I hope you guys will recreate the look at home. And if you do, please let me know how it goes. Obviously, you know what? If you do, and if you are on Instagram, tag me in your picture or your video. I really, really want to see how it looks on you. And I'm sure you have most of those products at home, or very similar product. I'm really curious because I never get to, see if you guys are recreating a look or no. So if you do, let me know. And also, I will make sure to list every single product down below in the comments. I will pin it as a comment. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.